Investigations are underway across the world after documents were released, shedding light on ways that the rich and powerful manage their money.
Yeah, the Panama Papers show countless world leaders and notables that, well, they've been using a firm in Panama to shield their money from scrutiny, whether for privacy, convenience, or even illegal reasons. The scandal's most notable victim so far has been Iceland's prime minister. Well, he resigned Tuesday after pressure from thousands of protesters. And Channel 4's Bruce Hamilton sat down with a financial advisor to discuss the intricate details of this scandal and what it really means across the globe.
You know, people have seen in the headlines all about the Panama Papers. They don't understand it. To simplify it, is it a shell game, maybe legal, but used to harbor secrets?
Yeah, I think shell is probably the right word. You know, it's all about setting up a business entity that has someone else's name on it than the person who's actually putting the money in. You know, there's rumors that Vladimir Putin is behind a bunch of these, but his name is nowhere to be found. Good friends of his, including a cellist, a famous cellist from Russia, has a couple of companies in his name with billions of dollars, and that's above the pay grade of most cellists that I know. So that's the thing is to hide money and assets so that they can't be seen by your constituents, perhaps, or the taxing authorities.
Global economy is in a very precarious situation. What is the fallout, financial and otherwise?
Yeah, there's a lot of implications here. You know, we've already seen the Prime Minister of Iceland step down because he had a lot more wealth than most of the voters in Iceland realized, and he pretended to be suffering along with them during the housing crisis and things like that, when in reality he had $1 billion stashed away in a company set up by the Panamanian firm that's kind of the center of the firestorm here.
I was going to ask you, is this part and parcel of some of the things that brought down the housing market here in the U.S.? I know it did in the U.K. as well.
Yeah, it could be, you know, and as far as directly causing the housing crisis, it was that, you know, there was too much easy money out there. And with all that easy money out there, people were buying houses they couldn't afford. However, entities were making a lot more money than they should, including some banks, and they were stashing this money in offshore type accounts that were sort of hidden from the public eye.
Now, the revelations and what we've learned, absolutely amazing. But in my mind, it even raises more questions like, what don't we know?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we're talking about 11.5 million documents here, and there's been 400 journalists that have spent a full year digging through this stuff, and that's just from one law firm. And granted, they may or may not be the largest law firm that does this, and there's entities all over, you know, Central America that draw these things up. So far, there hasn't been that many Americans implicated, but who knows what's going to bubble up. There's a lot more to come.
I was going to ask, are the key words there so far?
So far, for sure. And one thought is that perhaps there'll be an international consortium to try to prevent this sort of thing. The problem is that there's a lot of politicians in other countries that are directly involved. In the U.S., it doesn't look like too much of our leadership is tangled up in this. I hesitate to say maybe they're smarter than that, but in other countries, it's just accepted. In Russia, it's accepted that there's corruption at the top. And so what if, you know, the politicians are wearing $500,000 watches? People are just used to that. Yeah, they're used to that.
Joe Cryer, thanks for your perspective.
Good seeing you.
Joe Cryer from Cryer Financial. Thank you.